Hey, I'm Olivia,
And hey, I'm Dad.
and you're listening to Soarin' Around WDW. All right, everyone. Well, we are in the thick of the holiday season, wrapping up the first half of the school year. Well, I guess, Maddie, you are already done for this semester. How does it feel?
Feels fantastic.
Okay, with that being said, obviously you just heard my husband Maddie is back tonight for the latest installment of our Nostalgic Night series. Welcome back, Maddie.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, he wanted this big introduction, so go ahead. You want to do it? Don't get too close to the mic. Oh my gosh, don't yell in the mic. So sorry for everybody's ears. I had a lot of positive feedback from the listeners about our National Treasure episode, and people were actually like, hey, he talked more this time.
Sure did.
Your personality is not outgoing at all.
Nope.
So I think it takes a little bit of time for you to get warmed up to the idea of being recorded for a podcast. Would you agree that you're typically more introverted?
Yeah, 100%.
Would you say I'm extroverted, or how would you classify me?
Yeah, you're an extrovert.
I think I would probably say I'm like an introverted extrovert. Like,
What does that mean?
I'm an oversharer. I've always loved to talk. So hosting a podcast is obviously like right up my alley. But like in social situations, sometimes I'm not always like go out and be the center of attention.
So is that like an extrovert when you're around people you know? Is that what you're saying? Because that's what
yeah.
That's what I class myself as. I would say that I'm typically very introverted, but when I'm around people that I'm close with,
I don't know, or total strangers. Like you, for some reason, can strike up a conversation with total strangers. But if I know the person and you're in the room, you're kind of like more shy.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Super tangent, but
yeah, I guess it changes. I also, real quick before we started, wanted to make sure I gave Maddie credit because he was a little sad that in my thank you speech for my Podcast of the Year award from the Idiot's Guide that I did not thank him directly in my little video speech. So I just want to say thank you to Maddie for coming on the podcast, for being supportive of the podcast, and obviously it's something that I work pretty hard on and have had really fun time doing, but also for supporting my Disney habit and addiction.
yeah.
Appreciate your help and assistance.
Yeah, for anyone that saw the video, the filmography, is that the word?
Videographer.
Filming
Yeah.
was done by yours truly.
Yes, it was. He took time out of his time studying for finals to record that video. So
Yep.
I appreciate it.
Yep.
But he is now done with finals. We are going to get into the movie for today in just a minute. But before we start, I wanted to talk real quick, which this is a little segue, but into movie sequels. And kind of, we were talking about this earlier today, and I was like, wait, let's stop talking about this and talk about it on the podcast. What is your feeling on movie sequels typically? Do you like them? Do you not like them? Are you more an originals person? Where do you land with sequels?
I don't know. I guess I'm probably up for sequels.
Yeah, I think it depends on the movie.
I'm not opposed to it. Although I feel like there have been some movies, like my favorite movie of all time, it would be in Ferris Bueller, right? If they would have made a second one of that,
could have ruined it.
I think that would have just ruined the whole movie.
Yeah, I think there's some sequels that are great, and there's some sequels that like tank. But like Grease is one of my favorite movies. Grease 2 is not great at all. It's horrible. So I mean, stuff like that. But then like Toy Story 2 is great. But then earlier we were talking about once you get past like Toy Story 3, then we did not like Toy Story 4. We're nervous about Toy Story 5.
Wasn't a fan.
So I think it's hard because some movies, like the trilogy, is like kind of the max. Like we were talking about Lord of the Rings, for example. But then we were talking about continuations, and what did you say about Lord of the Rings?
I feel that the Hobbit movies are actually just as good.
Yeah.
As the original Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. So I think it just depends on the movie. But the reason we were talking about this is because we recently, a couple of weeks ago, saw Zootopia 2 in the theaters.
Which, by the way, fun fact, what did you learn today about Zootopia 2?
Yeah, so that's what I was going to say. Maddie watches these guys on YouTube. What's their names?
Yeah, that is At the Makeshift Project.
And he's obsessed with them. He literally watches their videos every day. And
these are funny, man.
They are funny. If you haven't checked them out, check them out.
They're funny.
They do like rankings of things, like, and guessing of different like I don't know, guess the average, whatever, blah, blah, blah,
Mm-hmm.
about like money and like if you only had so much money to spend. They have these different shorts on YouTube. That's pretty much what you watch. You don't really like listen to their podcast or anything
No.
because you're not a big podcast listener for fun things. You only listen to boring educational podcasts. So, but they were talking about movies that like the top
5 grossing weekend movies of all time.
yeah, like opening weekend.
Opening weekend.
So tell the people what the top 5 movies were.
So number 1 should not come as a surprise to anyone, but it was Avengers, was it Endgame?
Yep.
Endgame. Then 2 was Avengers Infinity War. Then 3 was Spider-Man No Way Home. 5 was the most recent Fast and Furious, which
really surprised me.
I can't remember. Was that the one with Jason Momoa?
I didn't see it.
I can't remember that was one with Jason Momoa.
That's another series that I actually like some of the later ones better than the earlier ones. Like Fast 5 is the best.
Well, that's because like they got better. In my opinion, they got better once The Rock came in it.
Oh, I guess so.
I think the 5th one is the best one.
Fifth one is the best
then number 4 was Zootopia 2.
Which is crazy. So this is like all of them except for Fast are Disney movies, like owned by Disney.
Yeah, so what was it? Like Avengers, Endgame made like 1.2 billion?
Opening weekend.
Billion, I think Infinity War made $1 billion, it said. Or maybe was it?
Yeah, I think maybe it was $1 billion, and then Spider-Man was like just under like 600
million, and then like Zootopia wasn't actually far behind Spider-Man.
500, right?
560 for Zootopia, which was kind of shocking.
So, what did you think about Zootopia 2 when we saw it?
I actually liked it better than Zootopia 1. I was a little. I'm not a big snakes or spiders guy.
Yeah,
so
at all.
I was a little apprehensive about it.
He's like Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I was not about this. I was not about those things. But I really liked it. I thought it, like I said, I thought it was better than the first one, and I actually really liked Gary the snake. Gary?
Yeah, Gary was his name.
So I really liked Gary the Snake, and I would definitely go back and see it again.
Which is saying something because we rewatch movies. I feel like there's 2 categories of people. You either watch movies once and like that's it, or you rewatch movies. We rewatch movies a lot. If we like a movie, we rewatch it a bajillion times. But yeah, so we were very surprised about that news for Zootopia 2. It's been a huge hit. We really enjoyed it. And then there was another movie I briefly wanted to touch on before we move into our topic for today. And that was Madi happened to be done with finals, was chilling this weekend, and every Friday our daughter has a movie night. And she has chose the last 3 weeks in a row. The movie that she has chosen is the Jonas Brothers Christmas movie.
Oh,
and
buddy.
Maddie sat down and watched it. But what did you say about it?
You know what? It was surprisingly good.
Guys, that is a big thing for him. He is not into musicals. He is not into the Jonas Brothers. He is like, whatever, indifferent about them. It's not that you don't like them. You're just like, whatever about them.
What, the Jonas Brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't. If I was going on a car ride,
yeah,
I'd listen to their music.
Okay.
I think actually, matter of fact, when we were driving back from
Michigan,
Miami.
Oh.
Was that last year?
Oh yeah.
Last year we
went
from the wedding, and I think I don't know,
was it Sucker?
No, what's the album that Waffle House is on?
Yeah, okay.
Whatever album that is, there was a song that came on there that I was like, okay, like I can vibe this while I see the hurricane, off the side.
That was when we were literally outrunning the hurricane.
I can see
it was a little scary.
So I need something to kind of calm me down. No, I like the Jonas Brothers. Yeah, I was thinking actually the other day about how when they were coming out, right? Like there was this huge comparison to Hanson, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like they're like, oh, like they're the modern day Hanson.
And you love Hanson.
And I like Hanson. I if anyone can remember, I'm pretty sure they were in like a 90s Folgers. Do they still make Folgers? The coffee?
Yeah.
Something like that. I think they were in a Folgers coffee commercial.
I have to look this up.
I'm pretty sure it's a thing. But I remember when Jonas Brothers first came out, it was like this, oh man, like they're going to be equivocal to Hanson. And I think they're much, much better than Hanson.
Yeah, I agree.
I think much, much better.
Hanson died kind of quick, like their popularity.
I mean, obviously, like, with the popularity and rise of like social media nowadays, right? Like that obviously has probably significantly enhanced the popularity of the Jonas Brothers. But I think their music overall is good. And like, I think, I don't know, they're good. And I was surprised when we were talking the other day about that they've been around for 20 years now.
Yep.
I didn't realize it had been 20 years since they first kind of started coming out with music, which is wild to think about. It makes me kind of think how old I am now.
Yeah.
But,
does make us feel a little old.
But yeah, I guess to kind of count that back to you, if you're going through the Jonas Brothers, your favorite songs from them, what's your favorite song?
I always go old school. So I like Burning Up, Year 3000. I like their new stuff too. I do like their new stuff, but I really like their old stuff. Camp Rock, even though I wasn't that big of a Camp Rock movie fan. I mean, it's good, it's fine, it's a good decom, but I love Demi Lovato, and so I loved their songs with, her from the movie.
If anyone wants to hear a great song, on Spotify, actually, the Jonas Brothers, there was a remake of the Year 3000 song that came on my my Spotify DJ, and it was like a mix.
Oh.
It was like them combined with some band called like Busted or something like that.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look this up.
And I actually thought it was better than the original Jonas Brothers song. So
cool.
If anyone wants to listen, it's a good one.
Okay, good. Yeah, but you like the movie overall.
But overall, it was good. I at first I was like, oh man, it's gonna be just a cheesy, Christmas movie.
And it is cheesy,
but
it's funny.
But it's good. It's good. I actually enjoyed it. So.
Okay, if Eiley wants to go to a Jonas Brothers concert, would you take her?
Yeah, probably, just because I feel like it's probably one of the few bands nowadays that's like it'd be a clean concert to go to.
True.
So.
They can get a little spicy, but not too bad.
Yeah, I don't think it wouldn't be anything that'd be like, oh my, about,
No, yeah.
Not like, when we, I'm a Blink-182 fan, but, if anyone's been to a Blink-182 concert, it gets a little interesting.
PG-13 towards the R.
Gets a little interesting in terms of some of the stuff that's, I'm like, can we just play music, guys? So
yeah.
I'd feel much more comfortable going to the Jonas Brothers.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think we'd be bringing Eiley to Blink-182.
Yeah.
Even though there was a phase where her and Blake would be singing. What was the song?
Was it Feeling
this maybe? That they would be singing that around the house. I'm like, oh man, Daddy's been listening to a lot of Blink-182 in the car all of a sudden. But okay, yeah. So if you haven't seen the Jonas Brothers Christmas movie, that is a really good one. We've all really enjoyed it, and it surprised me how much I liked it. I obviously was gonna watch it no matter what, but I was thrilled when Eiley wanted to watch it. But it's called A Very Jonas Christmas, and so Very Jonas Christmas movie. So if you have not seen it, it says Rotten Tomatoes score was 92%, which is
what people give
crazy.
It?
72, which surprised me. But I don't know. I mean, it's good. It's worth watching. Christmas movies are always kind of cheesy. So yeah, that's definitely a good one that we can watch as a family. Okay, so moving over into the topic to today, which is the Princess Diaries 2 Royal Engagement. If you guys have not listened to our first Nostalgic Nights episode, that was back in September, episode 59 to be exact. We talked all about the history of the Princess Diaries as a series, first as a book, and then through the entire film, including the prominent cast, the plot, the soundtrack, and some Q&A for Madi since he was a first-timer. If you missed that episode, definitely go back and listen to it, but we chose this movie to watch and record today because at the end of the first Nostalgic Nights episode, Madi said he would watch the second film, so it made sense to watch somewhat close to the first movie. But we have extremely limited free time. So we both work full-time in healthcare. Maddie's back in school part-time getting his PhD because he's an overachiever, plus 2 kids and a dog and running this podcast. We have very little time to sit down and watch movies together, just the 2 of us. However, he will have some spare time during Christmas break. So we'll talk more at the end of this episode about what movie will be up next and have you guys kind of get involved with the choice. We actually watched this now like 2 or 3 months ago probably, so let's hope for some good content and not just more of Madi forgetting what happened in any of these movies. We are going to just jump into when this actually came into production's head as an idea and more history on this film itself. So the exact moment that Disney officially greenlit the Princess Diaries 2 Royal Engagement isn't clearly documented. The sequel moved into development pretty quickly after the first film that was a breakout hit in 2001. The filming of this movie took place in 2003, and with its August 2004 debut, it's obvious that Disney fast-tracked this project, likely approving it in the late 2001 or early 2002 to build on the original success and Anne Hathaway's rising fame. Public confirmation of the sequel surfaced well before the release, with coverage circulating by early 2004 as filming wrapped in Southern California. By March of that year, outlets like the Los Angeles Times were already reporting buzzworthy details, most notably the Julie Andrews preparing to sing on screen for the first time in years. The sequel officially arrived with its Disneyland premiere on August 7th, 2004, followed by its worldwide release on August 11th, marking fans' first chance to return to Genovia since 2001. So, Princess Diaries 2, The Royal Engagement, was actually filmed in the United States for the most part, but also the United Kingdom, with the majority of the movie obviously being in California in the US. The key locations include Universal Studios, which was where a lot of the scenes from like where Genovia is were shot, the University of Southern California, and Longford Castle in England. So here's a little bit of a breakdown of who came back for this movie and who did not. The actors that returned were Anne Hathaway, obviously reprising her role as Mia Thermopolis. And kind of in between the Princess Diaries and this film, they released The Other Side of Heaven, which we talked about in that first podcast episode, but that was actually filmed prior to Princess Diaries. She also starred in another favorite of mine, Ella Enchanted, a classic book-to-movie adaptation that is truly so cheesy but so charming. I love it so much. It's one of my sick day go-to movies. Have you seen that one? I think we established that.
That's been a no.
You had, okay, I thought we established you had not. So yeah, basically she gets a curse put on her as a baby that she has to be obedient no matter what. So anyone that commands her to do something, she has to follow it. So for example, she gets told to steal, so she does. She gets told to tell the truth, so she does, etc. It's a good one. Highly recommend. Anne Hathaway does some singing in it. It's very cute. And Julie Andrews obviously comes back as Queen Clarice Rinaldi. She was pretty busy between these films. She starred in Eloise at the Plaza, and one of our favorite early 2000s animated series that we just talked about the series the other day specifically when we did Let's Play My Favorite Game, which makes you guess things on this podcast when we record late at night. So what movie might Julie Andrews be a voice in the early 2000s in a series? And do you know who she played in that movie? We were just talking about this because our friends on the Backlot Tours podcast, Zach and Jana, said that this series might be the best animated of all time. That's a pretty big hint.
What?
Remember, we were talking about this the other day because I was like, oh, on the Backlot Tours.
Dude, we talk about a lot on a daily basis.
They said that this might be the best animated series of all time.
Best
and you guessed it.
Animated series.
Because I was like, oh, I thought Toy Story, but I wasn't even on the right track. And then I said it and you were like, oh, yeah, I agree.
Is this a Disney series?
No. And our kids have been obsessed with watching it recently on Peacock.
Oh, yes, Shrek.
Yes.
That's
okay.
right.
Do you know who Julie Andrews voiced in that?
Fiona's mom.
Yes. Okay. Very good. And you shockingly agreed that Shrek is probably the best animated series of all time?
So this actually plays nicely into what we were talking about before, right? Like the first one was good, the second one was good, the third one was kind of and the fourth one was just bad.
And now they're making a fifth.
They're making a fifth one, so...
The second one's the best, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'd probably say the second one's probably the best one. I didn't mind the third one. I know I only got like crazy good reviews, and the fourth one, I think I've seen that maybe once, so... It'll be interesting to kind of see like what else they could possibly do with another one. I don't know what else they would kind of do.
Yeah, that will be interesting. And then Hector Elizondo for Joe came back. Heather Matarazzo, who played Lily, came back. Caroline Goodall, who played Helen Thermopoulos, Mia's mom, came back. Larry Miller, Paolo, the royal stylist. He was starring in one of our family favorites between these movies, the first and the second, which was Max Keeble's Big Move, early Josh Peck days, a true classic, and it's on Disney+. That's one that we love to watch. We haven't watched that in a minute.
Cross-reference to him,
oh, yes.
low-key the other day, and I was thinking, I was talking about this with some colleagues the other day, but I think that 10 Things I Hate About You might be in my top 5 movies of all time.
It's good.
Like,
I love that
and
movie.
yeah, so sorry, cross reference if you have not seen it, he's also
The dad.
He's the dad in that movie as well.
He's so funny in that movie.
And he's like the same. I feel like he's like almost the same character
All throughout all his movies.
He like kind of has the same kind of vibe. But yeah, I think 10 Things I Hate About You is in my top 5.
And it's on Disney Plus as well.
Yes, so
which you didn't know until you were watching it the other day, right?
Great Heath Ledger movie. Go watch it.
You said you were getting a little emotional during that
I
movie.
was. I said I was having a Breakfast Club moment of my own at the end. So
so good.
Yeah, now that I'm starting to reflect upon some of the movies I really like, I think I'm like an 80s 90s kind of movie guy.
Yeah,
so.
10 Things I Hate About You is a really, really good movie. It's funny. It's got like everything. It's got the romance.
It's a good rom-com.
It is a good rom-com. It's got some huge stars in it.
I was telling you or telling my mom or somebody else, but I was like, they just don't make rom-coms like they used to. Back in like the early 2000s, 90s. They're just not the same anymore, unfortunately.
No, not the same. But yeah, that's a great one. And to give context, Madi literally never tears up or cries. Like, I could probably count on one hand how many times he's cried in our 17 years of being together.
I didn't cry during that movie.
No, you got emotional.
Got emotional.
Okay, whatever. You don't get emotional very often.
Yeah.
Like, not often. But, okay, so yes, Larry Miller, great in this movie, great in 10 Things, and Max Keeble. Sean O'Brien, who plays Mr. O'Connell, who Mia's teacher/stepfather, is briefly in the end of this movie. Kathleen Marshall returns as Charlotte. And the characters that were in the first film that are absent in the sequel are Robert Schwartzman, who is Michael Moskowitz, Lily's brother and Mia's love interest in the first movie. His absence is addressed kind of off-screen, saying Michael's touring with his band and they're just friends now. Patrick John Pfluger or Jeremiah Hart, the red-headed magician friend, is not in it. Sandra Oh, who played Vice Principal Gupta, is not in it. Mandy Moore, who played Lana, Mia's school frenemy, is not in it. Eric Von Detten, so sad that he's not in it. But Josh Bryant, truly tragic. Obviously, he had no place in the sequel, but would love to see him on the screen again. And the new cast members included Callum Blue, who played Andrew Jacoby, Duke of Kenilworth, her initial arranged marriage love interest. This movie was really his biggest hit, but he also was in like 22 episodes of Smallville, according to IMDb. That was the only title that I recognized. Sorry if I'm missing something major here from Callum Blue, but that's all that I recognized. Spencer Breslin played Prince Jacques. This was when he was in his peak Disney career, as he was in The Kid, The Shaggy Dog, Santa Claus 2 and 3, Raising Helen, and the DCOM classics The Ultimate Christmas Present and You Wish. Have you seen either of those, The Ultimate Christmas Present or You Wish?
No.
Oh, those are good. Next year for Christmas time, we'll have to do a Nostalgic Nights Ultimate Christmas Present. Brenda Song's in it as a little kid. Oh, that's a cute one. Abigail Breslin, his sister, who plays Carolina, those Breslin kids were both in this movie. She has only really, at that time, had only been in Raising Helen before this. That's a really good movie, but get your tissues. Funny enough, she's in it with her real-life brother, Spencer, who is also in this movie, and afterwards went on to star in big movies like Little Miss Sunshine, Definitely Maybe, My Sister's Keeper, and Zombieland. Do you know who Abigail Breslin is?
Who is this?
She's the little girl that plays Carolina in this. Let me pull up a picture of her. You definitely know who she is. She is in all the Zombieland movies. You recognize her?
She like Emma Stone's little sister, or
I think
like
so.
I don't know if she's her sister.
But yeah, she's like the little girl that's in it.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. That's what I was thinking it might be, but 100% sure.
I know you like that movie. You used to watch it a lot. Raven Simone as Princess Asana also sings with Julie Andrews, Crowning Glory, a bop off the soundtrack that we will get into in a bit. Chris Pine playing Lord Nicholas Devereaux in his film debut, you guys. That is absolutely wild to me. Let's just take a moment to think about this. Prior to this movie, he had only guest starred in ER, guest starred in The Guardian, and guest starred in CSI Miami. That is it. That blows my mind.
Can I throw a question to the audience?
Yes.
I'm just thinking about like who could have played an alternative in that role, and I'm just curious to hear your input.
That's a good question.
Do you feel?
I thought you were gonna leave it open ended. You had a person in mind.
I have a person.
Oh, okay.
Chad McNamara. Do you think Chad McNamara in that role?
He's too like.
No.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Man, that he would have been like so busy if he was also in this, because he was in like a Cinderella Story that same year, I believe.
You think he's like too like
edgy?
Yeah,
He's not princely.
He's not like.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess in a Cinderella story, he kind of plays.
That's what I'm saying.
God, I love that movie.
I'm saying. I wonder if he could have played in that role.
One of the best movies of all time. Okay, interesting. Well, we'll poll the audience. Who would fit better, Chris Pine or Chad Michael? You think he'd be better than Chris Pine?
I was saying Chris Pine did good. I just think I wonder like.
Do you think Chad Michael Murray?
Michael Murray could have fit that role.
Okay.
Very well.
We'll poll the audience. That's a good one. So, Chris Pine was on this interview with Jimmy Fallon last year, and he said that more people come up to him because of Princess Diaries 2 than any other movie he's been in. Isn't that funny? If you were unaware or only know him from this movie, which would be very hard to believe, he is best known for Star Trek. Mm-hmm. That movie came out the year after we started dating in 2009. Do you remember where we saw it?
In Channelside.
Oh my gosh, you do remember.
Yep.
We went to Splitsville before.
Was that same night?
I think so. Or maybe that was the No, that was that same night because the Harlem Globetrotters night was the Hooters night.
Yeah, I don't know.
Lives in infamy. Anyways, okay, yes, we did in Channelside in Tampa. Used to be the place. Now it's like nothing there.
Really?
Your dad was still alive, so that's a core memory for me for some reason that we went and saw that movie with your mom and dad and sister in Channelside.
Probably the only movie that we ever saw together, right?
I saw Hellboy with your parents, but you weren't there. You were in China.
I'm saying like all of us together.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So.
And no, Journey to the Center of the Earth with The Rock.
I don't remember seeing that at all.
Are you sure?
No, I didn't see that. No.
Isn't that The Rock?
Isn't it Brendan Fraser?
Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah. They're two very different people. I don't know. That's the only time I ever saw that movie.
I don't know.
Anyways, and then he is also in Just My Luck with Lindsay Lohan, another fave of mine. Have you seen that one? Oh, that's a good one, too. Into the Woods in 2014 with Anna Kendrick, James Corden, Meryl Streep, Emily Blunt, where he sings, and he's pretty darn good at it, in my opinion. Wonder Woman in 2017 and its sequel 1984 in 2020. Did you know that in the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse in 2018 he voices Peter Parker?
Huh.
It says Chris Pine voices the main Peter Parker / Spider-Man in the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, a seasoned, slightly world-weary version who mentors Miles Morales before his tragic demise, establishing the central theme of heroism and legacy in the film. And I had no idea.
I guess I can see it now. Yeah, I guess so.
I've only seen that movie once. We've seen it many times.
That is a fantastic movie. And the second one is just as good. Yeah, I'm super excited for the third one to come out. So.
Yeah, you and Eiley both really like those movies.
Super excited.
The animation is different. It makes me a little
The animation is absolutely on
It makes
point.
me like sick to kind of watch. It's like too much happening. Like I can't focus. It's not
low key, speaking to the Sony universe, I don't know why Andrew Garfield gets so much backlash about being Spider-Man.
I liked him.
People hate him as Spider-Man. I thought he was pretty Spider-Man.
I mean, I think
Tom Holland.
Yes, thank you. Tom Holland is better.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it seems like it's either Tom Holland or like people who are a little older than us
Tobey
just absolutely
Maguire.
love Tobey Maguire.
Oh, I didn't think he was that good of a Spider-Man.
Yeah, Tom Holland is great, but I don't think Andrew Garfield was good. But.
I like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies, but I didn't think he was like so much better than Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
That's funny. And you just love Emma Stone. That might be more of the reason you like those movies.
I think that those movies are awesome.
For many reasons. Okay, and then Chris Pine was also in, most recently, the Disney animated movie Wish, where he plays Magnifico and sings one of my favorite songs, At All Costs, from that soundtrack, which I feel should be about a parent to a child, not about people's wishes, but that's neither here nor there. I know you didn't love the movie, but the music
Great soundtrack,
so yes.
music or movie, the plot was not good.
It was a little lacking in the plot, but the music is so good.
Music is very good.
It's very good.
It's very good.
Does anybody else feel that way? What did you guys think about Wish? I would love to hear in the comments. Anyway, this episode has now turned into a Chris Pine episode. He is truly so good. I love it. I love him in this movie. Love all the history of Chris Pine. He's a great actor. So while the first film adapted Cabot's first book, the sequel plot about Mia needing to marry to rule was a Disney invention. Some of Cabot's fans were upset that Disney went in their own direction because there were other books that she wrote with the same characters and continued on, but the author insisted before the film's release that it was a great script and encouraged her fans to see it. 5 years after the events of the film, Mia returns to Genovia ready to take her place as queen, only to discover that a previously unknown male heir exists, Lord Devereux, the nephew of scheming Viscount Mabry. Because Genovian law requires an unmarried queen to wed before assuming the throne, Mia agrees to a politically convenient engagement with Andrew Jacobi, Duke of Kenilworth. Mabry, determined to secure the crown for Nicholas, pressures his nephew to charm and ultimately sabotage Mia's engagement. Although Nicholas initially follows his uncle's plan, he and Mia genuinely begin to fall for each other. Their growing feelings are noticed by both Queen Clarice and Mabry, who fear that Nicholas is straying from the scheme. Manipulating Nicholas, Mabry insists that the throne is his late father's wish. 2 days before the wedding, Nicholas persuades Mia to sneak out for a carefree night together. The next morning, they wake up to find someone filming them, prompting Mia to believe that Nicholas set her up. Hurt and furious, she leaves him as the footage spreads across the kingdom. Andrew later admits that he and Mia lack real romantic chemistry, but they both agree to proceed with the marriage anyway for Genovia's sake. Moments before the ceremony, Mia discovers Nicholas was innocent and that Mabry orchestrated the scandal. Realizing she cannot enter into a loveless marriage, she stops the wedding and runs out. Clarice follows her and urges Mia to choose her own path, something she regrets never doing, especially regarding her longtime companion Joe. Inspired, Mia returns to the church, asks Parliament to abolish the outdated marriage law, challenging the members to consider whether they would force the important women in their lives into such a union. Despite Mabry's objections, the law is unanimously overturned, and Clarice then proposes to Joe. The two finally marry. A week later, Nicholas visits Mia as she prepares for her coronation. He confesses his love, and the two share a kiss. The next day, Clarice abdicates. Mia is crowned Her Majesty Amelia Mignonette Thermopolis Rinaldi, Queen of Genovia. And in the ending scenes, Parliament welcomes its first female members, including Charlotte, and Queen Mia inaugurates a new children's home alongside Carolina, the young orphan she befriended earlier in the story during the parade. So, that is kind of the plot of the movie. Spoiler alert, if y'all haven't seen it, you should definitely have known that before you started watching the movie. But the box office. Okay, so do you think this movie made more or less than the first movie?
I'm going to go with more.
No, it made less. So it opened in 3,472 North American theaters. It earned $23 million in the first weekend. The film went on to gross $134.7 million worldwide, with $95.2 from North America, $39.6 internationally. Now, the first movie made $165 million worldwide, so this was not as good, unlike National Treasure 2, which we talked about in our last Nostalgic Nights, which made more than the original. So the critics were also far less enthused. What do you think they gave it on Rotten Tomatoes? The
critics. Man, I wanted to pull a mauve comment from Home Alone.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I was gonna. We'll go with 58.
25.
25.
No, dang. What do you think the audience gave it?
46.
59.
Okay. Well, I should have kept my 58 before.
The consensus noted that while Anne Hathaway and Julie Andrews remained delightful, the sequel didn't give them enough material to shine. What would you rate this movie out of a 10?
Not an 8.
Not an 8.
Out of 10? 6.
Okay, but you like the original more?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, yeah, me too. Did you notice any big differences in the tone or style kind of between the first movie and the second? Like things that...
Trying to think. Well, obviously, because it's taking place in San Francisco, there's a lot more like adolescent kind of feel to it, like mother-daughter kind of stuff, obviously. I think it's a lot more like friendship-y too.
The first one. Yeah.
Because her friend is in it in
Lily.
much greater extent. So, I just feel like it's a little bit more... I don't even want to know.
About the romance?
I don't even know. I feel like it's in the second one, it's more like romance.
Yeah.
Versus the first one, it's just more like
coming of age.
Yeah, just like it's someone, being a teenager.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, that's true. What did you say about Chris Pine's physical appearance in this movie? What was something you were
His
like?
hair drove me crazy in this movie, dude.
Well, so we looked it up after we watched
But he's
it.
wearing a wig, right?
That's what I thought, but then I just looked it up again to like pull, like when I was making this, outline for our podcast, and I couldn't find that. It said it wasn't.
Dude, his hair drove me crazy in that movie.
Yeah, his
man.
hair looked
oh
really
my
weird.
goodness. Looked like he had like a, I
Hair
don't know, like
transplant.
I'm just like, what happened to your hair,
wig,
dude?
like a hair
I also
piece.
don't like long hair, so
Yeah.
I'm just not a fan of it.
I mean,
So.
literally did not bother me, but that was like the first thing. You're like, what is up with his hair?
Dude, his hair was gnarly in that movie.
Do you feel like any of the major characters from the first movie were really missed in this movie?
I feel like her friend should have had a bigger role.
Lily?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in it for a little bit, like here and there.
I feel like she should have had a bigger role. I also just thought she was the funny part about the whole first movie.
Yeah, she was funny.
Had that one scene that just makes me crack up.
Not you. I don't even know
I feel like probably Michael too should have been in it.
you. Yeah.
I feel like he should have been in it.
I know a lot of people say about Michael not being in it, like, well, she was in high school. It was her first love. Nobody stays with their first love. But like here, you and I sit as like, obviously we've been together since high school, so I feel like we have a different outlook on things like that. Like when people are like, that's so unrealistic, it's like, okay, well, not for everybody.
Yeah.
That's obviously our whole life. So the soundtrack, this was a banger of a CD, another frequently played one in my house, to no surprise. The tracks were Breakaway by Kelly Clarkson. Do you know that song? I spread my wings and I learned how to fly.
Okay, yeah.
I Decide by Lindsay Lohan. I
I
decide how I live. I decide who I love. Oh my gosh.
Nope.
This Is My Time by Raven. You probably don't know that. I Always Get What I Want by Avril Lavigne. Trouble by Pink. Trouble, yeah. I'm trouble now. No? Because You Live by Jesse McCartney. Oh, Jesse McCartney, like millennial anthems.
No.
Oh my gosh. Love Me Tender by Nora Jones. Fun in the Sun by Steve Harwell. Let's Bounce by Christy Carlson Romano.
You gotta understand, while you were listening to Disney songs, I was listening to Blink-182 since like 6th grade. So our music genres were a little different.
Yes, true. I don't think I would have been allowed to listen to Blink-182 back then.
I also had a friend who had a college brother at the time.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Who
true.
was getting us a bunch of CDs. So.
That's true. That's true. Dance, Dance, Dance by Wilson Phillips. Fools by Rachel Stevens. A Love That Will Last by Renee Oswald. Your Crowning Glory by Julie Andrews and Raven, as well as Miracles Happen reprised by Johnny Blue. Literally a preteen girl's dreams come true, and the peak Disney Channel and pop princess star lineup. There is only one singer from the list from Disney Channel that would have made this better. Who is that, Maddie?
Random.
No, you're supposed to answer my question.
Wait, sorry. Who would have made this better?
That is Disney Channel star. It's not listed.
Is it a guy or a girl?
A girl.
A girl. Should I know who this is?
Yeah. She's making a comeback right now.
Demi Lovato?
No. I mean, she'd be great too, but she wasn't even like a thing back then.
Oh, sorry. Talking about back then.
Yes. Huge Disney star. One of my favorites of all time.
Hilary Duff?
Yeah. Ding, ding, ding.
There you go.
Okay, what were you going to say?
Going back to the 10 Things I Hate About You, and then talking about reference to Even Stevens.
Yeah.
Is the guy in 10 Things I Hate About You, what's his name?
Who?
Who's like the
jerk guy?
Isn't there a guy in that Even Stevens that is like has like the same kind of vibe?
Yeah, it's definitely not the same guy.
So
that guy's from Seventh Heaven.
Is he?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. He looked like he was awfully familiar.
That tried to get the sister to go out with him.
Yeah.
Like this guy, Andrew Keegan.
Was that his name? I don't know.
Him?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's not from. He was in Seventh Heaven though.
Was he?
Yeah, he played. He was another one that was like a early 2000s star.
Okay. I thought he was in Even Stevens. Just kidding.
Karate Kid 2. Oh my gosh, what? Maybe this isn't the guy I'm thinking of. No, I swear it was.
JK. All right, I'll top it.
Yes, he was in Seventh Heaven. He also, this is connecting back to Disney,
Boy Meets World.
but he was in one episode.
Just kidding.
Not Boy Meets World. You said Even Stevens.
Oh, you're right.
Full House. He was in episode.
He was in Freaky Friday.
That's the old TV movie, not the same one. I have never seen that one actually. Isn't he in I'll Be Home for Christmas with? Oh no. No, he's not. Oh, but Sean O'Brien is, who is in Princess Diaries. It
Oh
all
my
connects.
goodness.
No, that's
This is
Adam
like
LeVar.
this is like was it 5 degrees of
Yeah, relativity.
of Kevin Bacon?
Yeah. We should just. How do they all connect? Okay, so fun facts about this movie from D23's website. In the fall of 2000, October through December to be exact, the Princess Diaries started filming at the Walt Disney Studios lot on a stage of another royally reversed Disney classic, the 1964 live-action animation film of Mary Poppins. Both movies starred Julie Andrews, and both were filmed on Soundstage 2, so it was only natural to dedicate the stage as the Julie Andrews stage in 2001, and the dedication was nostalgic and was a celebratory affair with Roy E. Disney, Richard M. Sherman, and Dick Van Dyke. Did you see he just turned 100?
I saw he just turned 100, and he had something on Apple News that talked about his secrets to longevity. So I'm going to be reading that.
Oh, yeah.
I want to know.
He's like still in really good shape.
Although I don't want to live to 100, so.
Well, if you were in Dick Van Dyke shape,
but I would want to know what he's done. So.
Yeah,
because he looks good for 100.
No, I can't. He's like still functioning like fairly normal. It seems
great.
That's crazy. Anne Hathaway had more than 50 costume changes in the Princess Diaries 2 royal engagement, and so being a princess obviously has its perks. The costume designer Gary Jones said that more than 50 costumes were made specifically for Mia. He even noted that the red dress that Mia wore to her 21st birthday party at the palace was inspired by Audrey Hepburn's red ensemble in Funny Face. The crowning glory of the Princess Diaries 2 was Julie Andrews' song. Get it? Because that's the name of the song. The second film in the series marked the first time that Andrews sang in a film since undergoing throat surgery in 1997. During Mia's slumber party, Queen Clarice sings Your Crowning Glory with Asana, played by Raven Simone, and Andrews even helped compose the song, coming up with the back-and-forth banter between the two of them. In her glory days, Julie had a 4-octave voice that won the hearts of millions, but while performing on Broadway in the 90s, she started to have issues with her vocal cords. It got so bad she eventually had to have surgery, a surgery that would ruin her voice. She ended up suing 2 doctors and settling out of court. Like, dang. Poor Julie Andrews. She did have a beautiful voice. That's so sad.
Do you know who I just heard had a beautiful voice the other day?
Me?
That was actually very surprising in a movie.
Oh, who?
Will Ferrell.
What do you mean?
He co-sang in a song that I guess was number 1. It had hit the number 1 like Billboard song. What? Yeah, I don't know. It's with some girl, and I was listening to it, and the girl's voice,
is he auto-tuned?
I don't know, but the girl's voice was fantastic.
Oh my god, I have to look that up.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Yeah,
that's
like,
so random. You do not really think of Julie Andrews and Will Ferrell in the same sentence.
No. Oh yeah, sorry. But like it was crazy. I didn't know Will Ferrell could sing.
I didn't know he could sing either.
At all.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
One of the most iconic scenes in The Princess Diaries 2 is no doubt the mattress surfing scene. The world was never the same again, as kids and adults alike found themselves longing to slide down a set of stairs in a palace, no less. The scene evolved after a conversation between Gary Marshall and Anne Hathaway, as she explained she used to do that with friends as a kid, Sans Palace. When it came time for Queen Clarice to surf down the stairs, Julie Andrews required no stunt double, proving that Julie Andrews can indeed do anything, which is pretty cool. The Princess Diaries movie featured cameos from a variety of members of Marshall's family, his granddaughters Lily and Charlotte. Marshall Fricker played the twins who asked for Mia's autograph in the first movie, and in the sequel, they are princesses at Mia's party. His niece and the daughter of Penny Marshall, Tracy Rayner, plays a press secretary, and at the end of the first film, you can spot Gary himself dancing with his sister Ronnie at the ball. Marshall's daughter, Kathleen Marshall, plays Queen Clarice's assistant and confidant in both films, Charlotte, and his son Scott is a royal security guard named Shades in The Princess Diaries 2. Before there was a big screen Iron Man and the Marvel Cinematic Universe as we know it, Stan Lee was making cameos in other films, including The Princess Diaries 2.
No.
Lee appears as a guest at Mia's wedding who only knows English because of his fervent enthusiasm for the Three Stooges.
I have to watch it again.
Yeah, he's like, ooh, 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 like he like does that in the movie.
I remember that. I have to watch it.
I was like, oh, Stan Lee. I didn't realize that was him, but then as soon as they said, I was like, oh, yeah, that's him. It may come as a surprise to many that Whitney Houston produced both Princess Diaries films. Love her, rest in peace. You know, the best, have you seen her version of Cinderella?
No.
With Brandy? Oh my god, it's the best version for sure. We'll have to watch that with the girls at some point. Before filming, Gary Marshall gave Anne Hathaway some life-changing advice. He said to her, "You never know if a movie is going to be a hit or not, so the only thing you can control is the memories you make when shooting it. So let's make some good memories." So since then, Anne Hathaway said that advice changed her life even more than the movie did. The Princess Diaries 2 spared no expense when it came to royal jewelry. In an interview with People magazine, Anne Hathaway admits that all of the jewels were very much real and from the famous jewelry maker Chopard. There was armed security on set guarding the jewelry at all times. While all of the jewels were expensive, Hathaway said her engagement ring was actually priceless. Interestingly enough, a huge necklace that Anne Hathaway wore during the coronation scene made its way to the Oscars, and that time it was on Sharon Osbourne's neck. Anne Hathaway said she went up to Sharon Osbourne and said, "You are wearing my necklace," to which Osbourne replied, "No, darling, it's Chopard's." So I did not know that the jewels were real. I figured they were just fake. So moving into Princess Diaries 3. In March 2016, Gary Marshall revealed that a third Princess Diaries movie was in the works with Anne Hathaway set to return. However, after Gary Marshall passed in July of 2016, the project was put on hold, and later that summer, Hector Elizondo shared that he, Hathaway, and Julie Andrews were all interested in returning, but that the team was waiting for the right story. In May 2018, Hathaway reiterated her desire to make a third film, and by January 2019, she confirmed a complete script existed. She, Andrews, and producer Deborah Martin Chase were all attached, but Hathaway emphasized they would not move forward until the script felt perfect. On November 15th, 2022, news broke that Disney was officially moving ahead with Princess Diaries 3. While Hathaway wasn't confirmed yet at that point, the studio was reportedly eager to have her back. The following month, Julie Andrews said she did not expect to return for another sequel. In April 2024, Hathaway shared that development talks were in a good place, though nothing further could be announced. By October 2024, Adele Lim had signed on as the director, and Hathaway officially confirmed she would reprise her role as Mia Thermopolis via a social media post. Y'all, Anne Hathaway is absolutely crushing it right now. I know she gets a bad rap sometime for whatever reason, but I love her. She is now coming out with Verity soon, which was an incredible book, crazy thriller that is coming out very soon. She also is coming out with Devil Wears Prada 2 and then Princess Diaries 3, you guys. It's like my dream come true. I'm obsessed with her.
Yeah.
Director Adele Lim shared that the first major casting update for Princess Diaries 3 posted a casting call with the caption, "To all princesses in the making, consider this your formal invitation to the ball. We are searching for an actor to play a new character, 15-year-old Olivia Robinson." According to the character description, she is smart, sarcastic, armored, observant, and Olivia Robinson wants to be left alone. It continues after her mother passed away. She withdrew into herself, masking her sadness with caustic wit, but under her prickly exterior, Olivia's natural warmth, compassion, and courage to stand up to power is exactly what makes her a natural-born leader. The only thing standing in the way is herself. Though new to the film franchise, Olivia already appears in Meg Cabot's books, specifically the 2015 novel The Princess Diaries Volume 11, Royal Wedding. In the book, Mia learns she has a half-sister named Olivia and later even fights for custody of her, hinting that the movie may draw inspiration from the storyline. This casting call is the first concrete update about the long-anticipated sequel. Still, several original cast members have publicly expressed interest in returning. Julie Andrews previously told The Talk in 2020, "I think I would do it. I'm getting awfully old and crotchety. I'm not sure if it's the right timing, but I think to work with Annie would be lovely again, and sure, I'd be up for it." Heather Matarazzo, who played Lily, also told Cosmopolitan, "If Annie and Julie are down, of course." And Mandy Moore said, "I would so be down." She told USA Today there needs to be some sort of redemptive arc for her character. Moore revealed during the July 17th episode of Not Gonna Lie with Kylie Kelsey in her podcast that she heard there was an idea for her character to return, but she has not received any updates. More recently, People reported that Robert Schwartzman, Michael from the first movie, had early conversations about coming back and said he's standing by. Meanwhile, a June 2025 article mentioned the production team castle hunting, suggesting active pre-production process. However, Chris Pine offered a very different update. In an October 2024 Tonight Show interview, he admitted that he only learned about the film online and had never been contacted, saying fans should call Disney and call Bob Iger, and adding, "I don't know anything." Chris Pine said in the Jimmy Fallon interview back in October 2024 that he heard about a third movie online. He never received a phone call from Anne Hathaway or her reps about the movie, but has previously shown enthusiasm, confirming years ago that he'd return as Nicholas Devereaux, famously joking to a fan, "Have you been reading my diary?" when asked if he wanted to do a third film. Some hilarious memes that were actually shared were, "Chris Pine, please don't have schedule conflicts. My life depends on it." And I've said it before, I'll say it again, that Princess Diaries 3 has the power to heal this broken nation. I concur. So some final questions here, Maddie. Do you think you would go to the theaters with me and the girls to see this movie when it comes out?
Probably not.
What?
I'd probably wait for it to come out on Disney Plus.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do you think Chris Pine will return?
No, Chad Murray will. I had to talk to him.
Stop yelling in the mic. Okay. You already talked to him. I'm so dead. No, I'm mad. I have beef with Chad Michael Murray right now because I went to that thing that he was supposed to be at for One Tree Hill and he bailed.
Yeah, he's still a good actor, though.
He is still a good actor, but James Lafferty, team James Lafferty for life. Do you think the third movie will hold up over 20 years later?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Did you see Freakier Friday yet? Have you watched that yet?
I did not.
Okay, well, speaking of Chad Michael Murray, we need to get on that, and you need to watch that with us. Maybe we'll watch that over this Christmas break.
Sorry, I was busy watching Very Jonas
Christmas
on Friday. Although I was gonna pick that
Freakier Friday,
and then she picked that last.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know. We want to rewatch it. We saw it in theater. It's cute. Would you rather have Mia end up with Nicholas/Chris Pine or Michael?
Michael.
Dang, you didn't even waste no time. Nope. Why? Something about those high school sweethearts?
Just makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, just makes sense.
Chris Pine's character just disappears.
Yeah. Sorry, Chris. Just get out of here.
Okay, that is funny. Okay, so to wrap it up, you would say Princess Diaries 1 is better than 2 for our Would You Rather?
Yes.
Okay.
1 was better than 2.
Okay, 1 was better than 2. Let's see if the audience concurs. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for taking time to listen. It's been a fun little recap here episode. Thank you, Maddie, for coming back again.
Thanks for having me.
Oh my God, stop yelling in the mic. So sorry to everybody's ears. He's still learning how to do this podcast thing, and so am I. I don't know. We're all learning together. But we have some fun episodes coming up in the next few weeks. Next week is Dad and I's Ultimate Christmas Wish List episode, which is a good one. And then... Stop sniffing in the mic. We also have talked about this. His favorite thing to do is in the mic. God. And then we have our New Year's Eve episode, which is super fun. So get ready for those. The Christmas episode is a little bit more of a mini-sode, and so is New Year's Eve. So those are a little bit shorter since they're holidays.
Another final question for the group.
Okay.
Speaking of Christmas movies, is Elf Will Ferrell's best movie of all time?
Yes.
That's a question for the audience too.
What do you think?
I would say yes, but some people would say no.
You would say yes, it's his best movie of all time?
Yes, I would say yes.
Yeah, because we were talking about this the other day, and you think people think Anchorman is the best. Or Ricky Bobby.
Or Step Brothers or something like that.
Oh, Step Brothers.
But I think Elf is probably
No, Elf is like family friendly. It's great. It's so funny.
It's great.
But what's your favorite... Well, okay, real quick before we end. What's your favorite Christmas movie?
Home Alone.
It is?
Yeah. 1.
I won't spoil it, but if you've seen the Jonas Brothers Christmas movie, that's my favorite scene. The Home Alone scene.
Home Alone 1.
Home Alone 1.
Hands down. And I hear they might be making a new one.
A Home Alone 4.
Yeah.
Oh, no, there's a 4. A 5.
A new one with Macaulay Culkin.
Did you watch the 4th one with Buzz, like, coming back?
No.
No. The 3rd one's not that good either.
We want Macaulay back.
Did you know in Home Alone 3, that, what's her name is in it? Oh.
Scarlett Johansson?
Yes.
Yes. That's her first big movie.
Oh.
Yes.
I thought you said
and Max
Hebel.
We are having Max Hebel reference right here. He's in it. He's Kevin.
He's a little kid.
He's Kevin. No, Max. No, I don't know what his name is.
Yeah, his name's not Kevin.
Is Kevin? I don't know what it is.
It's a new kid.
Whatever. He's in it as well. So.
Yes. Okay, that's true. I thought Christmas Vacation was your favorite movie.
All right.
Tie.
It's a tie.
I know. I love Home Alone also.
It's a tie.
I love the holiday.
Christmas vacation's fantastic.
We love Four Christmases.
Oh, yes.
I just sent you a meme about that.
Three-way tie. Okay. This is becoming a three-way tie now.
It's getting difficult.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Christmas, Four for Christmases is just so relatable.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. Another not appropriate for children.
So
but
relatable.
It's so funny.
It's great.
Okay, so we are going to end here. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we look forward to getting to hang out with y'all in the polls that we're going to post about the things that Maddie has come up with. We also never posted our Caribbean versus Caribbean, but it's funny.
Pirates.
Yes.
Gotcha.
One of our favorite small shops, TNT Shirts and Apparel, they have a shirt that literally says, like, when it comes to Disney, it's pronounced Caribbean, but every other time it's pronounced Caribbean. And I was like, man, that's so relatable. Anyway, all right. Happy early holidays, y'all. I hope you guys have a less chaotic week than we do coming up, but please listen to our mini-sode next week. It's short, it's quick, but it's good. And then our mini-sode coming out on New Year's, but we are looking forward to all the things to come in 2026, and we appreciate y'all's time and listening. Have a good one. Hey, thanks so much for listening. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to give us a follow on Instagram at SoarinAroundWDW Pod, where we share fun reels, throwback photos, and dive into our old versus new debates. If you're listening on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. And for our Spotify listeners, a follow and a 5-star review would mean the world. If you're listening on Apple, hit that 5-star button and leave us a written review as well. Thanks again for joining us. See you next time.